Tetris is probably one of the most legendary games in existence, even to this day, with it probably being next to Mario in popularity. It was originally designed and programmed by Alexey Pajitnov. Forgive me if I didn't pronounce that right. Feel free to correct me in the comments if you wish. While in the Academy of Science of the USSR in Moscow. It wasn't until 1989, with it being released for the Game Boy, did Tetris really take off from there. There's quite a bit of history to this game, so let's dive right in and revisit this phenomenal puzzle game for the arcade. Alright, what's up guys? This is Atari Games from 1988. This is the arcade version of Tetris. I've got a guest with me that knows a pretty good history about its origins for Tetris. Say hello to Sonic Fan 39 Returns. What's going on, buddy?
I can't complain. How are you?
Doing good. Now, when did you first learn about this legendary, phenomenal puzzle game that is Tetris?
I discovered it actually when I got my Sega Mega Drive, or Genesis if you live in the States, when I was 4 years old, or roughly around that. When I got the six games in one cartridge collection, which had columns, the Sega Tetris ripoff. Pretty fun
Yes,
puzzle
columns. Yeah, it definitely is. I first discovered this back when I first got my Game Boy. Supposedly, that's when Tetris really took off once it reached the States and Nintendo got its hands on it. And it seems everybody almost seems to like it.
Truth be told, I prefer the Atari version of the game.
Is that so?
Yeah, it shows more of its origins. Like I'm not a big fan of the Soviet Union. Like, I despise the Soviet Union with every fiber of my being, but it's a Russian game. It should look Russian. And Tetris on the Nintendo kind of eliminated that. Didn't look Russian in the slightest.
Well, it tries to keep some aspects or some elements of it being Russian in there.
Yeah, but compare it to this, you can see, you can see architecture that's actually based on that, I forget the name of that building in Moscow, the cathedral. And of course the R's
right.
backwards, similar to Cyrillic Russian writing.
Right, like the backwards R, like you might see in this case the score word or Tetris or credits around. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I heard. I also heard that it seems that nowadays the game of Tetris seems to have been picked up more by female gamers, or actually not gamers, just some people in general when they need something to.
Yeah, it's more of a time passer now.
Yeah. And also, never mind the fact that you can practically play this game, I don't know about any system, never mind consoles and such.
Yeah, just play it. My fucking cell phone is from 2008 and it's got Tetris on it.
Yeah.
Hell, I'm pretty sure my original cell phone my first one back when I was 11 probably had Tetris on it.
I don't doubt that.
It's such a simple concept.
Oh, indeed it is. This is probably one of the simplest puzzle games ever made, and why not? This is I believe what set not just the popular, never mind for just being as legendary as it is because it's widely known, but I think this is what also set in motion a good chunk of other puzzle games that we have as of even now,
yeah.
Such as what's some other examples? What is it? What's that game with the little dinosaurs from Bubble Bobble? Bust a Move. And then there's another game I played a lot of, which was Wario's Woods. Then of course there's Dr. Mario. Just to name a slight few.
Columns, like I'd mentioned before.
And Columns, yes.
Oh, and also Hexic, one of the most popular puzzle games on Xbox Live.
Hexic, oh yes, I think I have the HD version when I got mine.
which, funnily enough, was developed. Actually, it was one of the designers. One of the designers behind Hexit was the original developer of Tetris, Alexey Pajitnov.
Ah, yes. One that started it all, and I think he made a deal. I heard in a sort of a mini documentary, he was found by a, what was it, a computer developer, like a software developer or something, and he wanted to try to bring this to the States, and they made like a deal on this or something.
Yeah.
I might post a link if I can find on YouTube. There's a couple videos that tell about how this game came about and how it really took off to heights. And as was said before, there's also a video that pretty much explains the complete history of the Soviet Union, only to the melody of Tetris, which is kind of.
I am the man who arranges the blocks that continue to fall from up above.
Yeah,
that was a pretty good video.
That was so catchy. It was really catchy. Yeah. That's another thing. I'll post a link in the description box below for you guys to check it out. I think it was made by a pig with a face of a boy or something like some long name, but yeah.
Yeah, it was clever.
Quite so. So, what? You know a pretty good amount of history dating back to the Soviet Union, right? What, anything interesting that you'd like to share that might be related in a way to Tetris?
Tetris? Well, I know for a fact the original developer, when he made the game, and you just lost.
Yeah, I did.
But as I was saying, when the original developer actually created the game, he received absolutely no royalties whatsoever for it.
No royalties?
Because of the economical system within the Soviet Union. Like, communistical governments like the USSR are centrally controlled, aka all by the government. You cannot make a profit off of what you do. You know, it's that whole thing where everybody is the same, even though everybody is equal, but some are more equal than others. So the developer was basically shunned. I don't think he actually made his first profit around Tetris until 1996.
Is that so?
Yeah, after the fall of the Soviet Union, when the markets were free.
Interesting. And why not? The guy responsible for creating this masterpiece really deserved better. I mean, seriously.
Welcome to the world of communism. Everyone is same. You not get royalty. Excuse me for my bad Russian accent, but
it's alright.
It's the way it is.
So I suppose I should go over the basic role of how this game is played. You get different kinds of Tetris pieces, or I think it's known as Tetramos, or something like that.
I just call them blocks.
Or yeah, many just call them blocks and just go with that. That's the simplistic way. So yeah, you get 4 different shapes, or was it 5 different shapes of blocks? You turn them around using the 1 button, or sometimes 2, depending on what version you're playing. Then you try to stack them in rows, and once you complete a row, they disappear, and you get bonus points. And you try to keep it up as long as you possibly can.
So in essence, the more you fuck up, the more you'll hit game over.
Yep, pretty much. Last I checked, I don't think there's really that much of an ending to it. Is there?
It's a puzzle game.
Yeah. The name of the game is just aim high. Aim as high as you can. Try to get the best score. Especially, in this case, when it comes to arcades, it was a pretty big deal back then. I mean, you can go as far. Like I said, I don't think there's much of an ending to it. I think you can go as far as maybe 100 rounds and it'd still be going. Of course, it'd be getting ridiculously more challenging as it goes along.
Yeah, the blocks progressively fall faster.
Or in this case, as you go along in the rounds, I think you might start seeing random tiny bricks or blocks appear out of nowhere, and just to throw add a twist to it and try to see if you can, break that as well without letting it too piled up. But yeah, with this game being as addicting as it is, I mean, wow, it's no wonder it was so successful.
No, I know, right? This is probably one of the only things actually, one of the few good things actually came out of that accursed Soviet Union.
I think if it wasn't for Tetris, I think, I'm pretty sure it played a big factor in gaming, back then. Kind of alongside of when, when Super Mario Brothers came about in the 80s.
Yeah.
So,
and you're screwed.
Yeah, the speed got kind of messed me up right there.
Why must these infernal blocks tease?
Oh, definitely. Okay, I think I'm gonna give it one more try.
Alright.
Oh, well, I didn't get it in time. Holy crap. I made the high score!
I know a decent amount about the Soviet Union, but I don't know how to, relate that to Tetris.
I guess... I thought at first there might have been, some more... I guess it doesn't relate that much. Pretty much what's been explained as far as Alexey is concerned. I guess that's pretty much it as far as the history bit goes. But, at any rate, we won't delve on that. Try to see if we can deal with these random bricks here and try to maybe get a higher score. I'm probably not going to at this rate. I mean, the speed is just getting downright insane. I know they got Tetris on I think the last version, the newest version I've ever played was on the Xbox Live Arcade, where you can play up to four player. It's like 4 player. No, actually, I'm wrong. It's more than that. As far as combating against about a number of other people on Xbox Live, which I thought was pretty neat, and try to see if you can get your pile down and pile theirs up, and vice versa.
Such a simple concept. Who'd have thought it would have took off so well?
I know, right?
Thank you, Russia, I suppose. It's probably one of the few things I can actually thank you for.
Seems like you got a pretty bad history with them.
Tell me about it. I guess I should point out, in case anyone who's Russian that's watching this, when Lithuania was annexed in the 1940s, members of my family were killed thanks to Joseph Stalin. So safe to say I don't think highly. And I ain't afraid to admit that.
Sorry to hear about that.
It's fine, but since you're asking why I have a low opinion, there you go.
And it seems like the sound is getting all messed up. That's okay.
Yeah, it sounds glitchy.
Yeah, it's alright though. It'll fix itself up in time. I've noticed this with sometimes with other games I've messed with on here.
Oh no, the Russians are intercepting our signal! Run!
No!
It's
Oh
Putin.
god!
He doesn't want you to play Tetris!
He doesn't want me to get the high score and discover the horrible secrets!
The secrets behind the USSR are within Tetris! But you have to beat the game to know!
If there's even an ending to it, which I'm not doing so hot already. Oh crap.
It's funny, this game was created in the Soviet Union and then, how many years was it now? 7 years later the Union collapsed. December 25th, 1991.
Just like this thing's about to collapse! Ah!
Like the Berlin Wall.
No! No, no, come on. You got this, you got this. No, no, I don't got it.
Oh, there's a Russian guy
this guy is like... Ah!
Why do you do that? Oh, I need vodka.
Just me. So yeah, guys.
Amerikansky, you cannot play Tetris!
Okay. Let's just get that Oh, okay. Got that annoying sound
Nice
off.
score. You're better at Tetris than me, that's for sure. I like this game, but I suck at it.
I'm not the best at it either. In fact, I think I've gotten rather rusty on this. Uh, so, anyways, guys, this is pretty much all there is to Tetris. Not much else. Like I mentioned earlier, if you want to know about more about the history for this game, there is a bit of a small documentary video I've discovered, and then there's also that nice little musical interlude uh, that I will be linking in the description box. Check those out if you wish. And we come to the end of another edition of the Arcade Corner. Sonic Fan, thank you for being on with me today.
I suppose there's one way to end this.
What's that?
Hold on. Hail Tetris!
And it's Grand Cathedral!
Oh, remember I said Tetris is one of the few good things to come out of the USSR?
Yeah?
This was another thing, the USSR anthem.
Fair
My
enough.
god, it's beautiful. Even if I hate the USSR with every fibre of my being.
Alright, guys. We'll wrap this up. Come back next time for another classic game. Which one will it be? Who can say, really? So, until then, we are signing out. So, take care, everybody. Till next time.
Bye-bye.